Hello, Scentsy friends. My name is Mandy Mueller. I am your independent Scentsy consultant, and today we are going to continue on our exploration of the fall and winter 2021 scents. We have in our previous video, I talked about the new releases and the spice category. So today I want to take a moment to share my favorite category of all, and that is the bakery. Love this. There's nothing better than coming home and having your house smell like a warm cake or an apple pie or muffins or in the oven baking. It's just so warm and inviting, and I find that it's very calming and comforting. I know some people's preference is not bakery, and that is completely okay. That is why Scentsy is so wonderful and creates categories and scent descriptions for all lovers of all scents, whether you're fresh, fruity, bakery, spice, woodsy. There is something for everybody. But today we're going to focus on the bakery section for the fall and winter 2021 catalog. So let's just jump in there and get started. The first scent we're going to talk about it was in the spring and summer, it was in the fall and winter last year, and it is back again with good reason because it is so good. And that is Almond Croissant. And Almond Croissant, I'm going to read to you what Scentsy describes Almond Croissant as. A fresh baked croissant is made even more heavenly with cinnamon, sugar, and an infusion of almond. And that is what you get. You get that flaky, buttery croissant flavor with the almond, like almost like an almond extract in there. It's very warm. This is an amazing performer. You will smell this through your house. I usually have in my downstairs open concept about 7 warmers going, but if I put a cube and maybe 3 warmers of Almond Croissant, it will fill my entire house. And that's a good performer. So if you're looking for something that people are they're gonna notice it when they walk in, Almond Croissant. It's a great one. The next one, I love to use this as a mixer, and this is Apple Butter Frosting. Apple Butter Frosting is a heartwarming melody of cinnamon, spiced apples, and decadent vanilla buttercream. This one is a little bit lighter than Almond Croissant. You don't have that heavy almond flavoring in there. But my favorite with apple butter frosting that I learned from another consultant is to mix 1 cube of this and 1 cube of churro, and it makes a hot cider donut smell. That was a good find, and I will never forget that. But unfortunately, churro is not available in our catalog right now. But if you were lucky enough to have Scentsy Club and you added that to your club, then guess what? It's your lucky day. So how about try a cube of churro and apple butter frosting. But this is good on its own. Don't get me wrong. This is an excellent scent all on its own. It's so good. I love this whole category. This whole category is so fun. Okay, next on the list is Apple Cherry Strudel. And I know it's backwards. I gotta figure this out, guys. Apple Cherry Strudel is Granny Smith apples, cherry, and vanilla drizzle. Insist on a dessert first. And this, friends, is great. This is a great scent while it's going. I will be quite transparent with you. This one is not one you're gonna get a lot of longevity out of, but it's good while it's good. So you may only get a day out of this if you have your warmers running all the time, and then you'll have to switch it out. But it is worth trying because it is that good. It just, unfortunately, to me, it fizzles out pretty quickly, but it's still so good. So if you love bakery scents, I definitely do think you should try this one, Apple Cherry Strudel. Okay, next up is another favorite bestseller. Scentsy brings this back a lot, and I hope they continue to keep it in the catalog, and that is baked apple pie. And baked apple pie, it's exactly how the name describes it. It smells like a warm apple pie. That is so good. Baked apple pie, flaky crust, apple spices combined in a strong scent. This one, when you warm this, you get that little bit of cinnamon coming through with the apples and the flaky crust of the apple pie. This one is so good. It's still, to me, it's not as strong as, say, Almond Croissant. That one, super strong performer. But this one is a great performer. So I think you'll enjoy, you'll get great, I would say I'll get, because I leave my warmers on 24/7, I'll get about 3 days out of my baked apple pie. So once again, try that one if you're into the bakeries. They're just all warm and fuzzy. Now this one is, and this one was one of the scents my sister said, you have to try it. I've never smelled it before, never had a sample. She just said, go buy it. And if my sister says that, I'm gonna go buy it. And that is Blueberry Cheesecake. Blueberry Cheesecake is a thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. And my friends, that is what it is. This one, great performer. Once again, just like Almond Croissant, I can put it in 3 cubes and my whole downstairs smells like a blueberry cheesecake. So this one, this one always goes in my club at the end, just because I'm so scared if they ever get rid of it, I won't be able to get it again. But I don't think that's gonna happen, because in the Scentsy Club land, if you're not familiar with Scentsy Club, we have the options to buy bricks. And hold on. So not only do I get blueberry cheesecake in a bar form, I also get it in a brick, because it is that good. As you can see, I have worked my way through a lot of this brick. Now I do not, now you can see, see how thick it is right here? I don't warm an entire cube in one warmer. What I will do, and I haven't cut any of these up, but usually I will cut this in half, and then I will cut that in half, and I'll get about four little pieces out of one cube, and I'll put them around in different warmers. So yes, this is how much I love blueberry cheesecake, and I will love it forever and ever, never. And only people that have Scentsy Club subscriptions are eligible to get this, and they have added 5 new brick scents to Scentsy Club. So that is super exciting. Stay tuned for a video on that one. That one will be coming out soon. Okay, see, I get so distracted, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, next up on our list was another one from last winter and fall that blew everybody out of the water. It was an amazing scent, great performer, great mixer, and that is Breakfast in Bed. And whew, this is another one that went right into my club. Breakfast in Bed is wake up to a warm pumpkin pastry filled with black raspberries and topped with sweet cinnamon drizzle. Guys, oh my God. This is just so good. You get that flaky, buttery crust of the pumpkin pastry. You get the cinnamon. I get a slight, I don't get I don't get the black raspberries too terribly much, but I get a little hint of them. But this is one I like to tell people, it changes as it's warming. So you start off and you get that very strong, buttery, flaky croissant, almost like scent, and then it changes. And you get a warm breakfast. I don't want to say you're getting sausage, eggs, and bacon, but you get that fresh morning, somebody's cooking breakfast for you and life is so great. And this is just an awesome performer too. This one is strong and it lasts. So this one's gonna give you a lot of longevity in it as well. And that is Breakfast in Bed. Highly, highly recommend that if you're a big bakery fan to try that one. Another great, these are all so good. If I had to pick, and I'll try to pick my top 5 out of this one, is Butter Pecan or Butter Pecan. I try to I don't know. Tell me, how do you pronounce it? Is it Butter Pecan or Butter Pecan? I'm from the South, so we have pecan trees, pecans, But here in Texas, they correct me all the time. They're trying to change my ways. And they call it butter pecan. It's hard to even say that. But butter pecan If fall had a flagship fragrance, this blend of candied pecans for my Texas people, or candied pecans for my East Coast friends, and maple folded with butter would be a strong contender. Guys, great performer. This is an awesome performer. And this one is a good mixer. So feel free to mix, play with this one. It's a good one. Butter pecan, butter pecan, whatever you want to call it. All right, new fragrance, and we went over this in the new release, is cinnamon buttercream. Italian buttercream and creamy mascarpone scooped over cinnamon cake, combined sugar, spice, and everything nice. And that is what it is. And I cannot wait to get a bar of this and warm it, because this one intrigues me. I get the cinnamon, I get the buttercream, like there's a lot of notes of vanilla bean buttercream in here. And the mascarpone, there's a slight mascarpone smell in here. This one's, I'm excited for this one. This one could be a club worthy. Stay tuned. So that one is cinnamon buttercream. So if you're a cinnamon fan, it's not an overwhelming cinnamon, but you do get, I get more vanilla out of that. Maybe the cinnamon is hidden under there. And this one is another new release, Graham Cracker Crunch. Caramelized graham cracker layered with crunchy peanut butter and creamy vanilla bean. Yep, I smell the graham cracker. This is another one I'm super excited to get a bar of and warm it, so I can come back on here in my what I've been warming and let you know. Sorry, I dropped the top to this one on the floor. That one is good. So Graham Cracker Crunch, like I said, new release, so get this one and try it out. If you're familiar with Scentsy, and you know Scentsy comes out with amazing new scents every year for us to try. So I get it. Try it out. Let me know what you think. If you've already gotten your hands on a bar of this, you're amazing. And drop a comment below and let me know what you thought of that one. Okay, another one my sister loves, and this one with good reason, but kind of like apple cherry strudel. This one tends to, when it's good, it's really good, but it just fizzles out really fast, which is kind of sad, but I enjoy it while it's going. And that is, ooh, let me get it in here, Hug in a Mug. Hug in a Mug is curl up with chocolate, hazelnut, and cookie dough. This one, to me, smelled like hot chocolate. Like I had a big old crock pot full of hot chocolate, and it was just lightly bubbling on the stove, and I could smell, well, I guess you wouldn't have your crock pot on the stove, but maybe if you had it in a big pot and it was boiling and it was just permeating through the air and you could smell it. Oh, it's so good. It's like that chocolate. There's not a lot of chocolate-based scents in the catalog. So last year we had Hug in a Mug and Brownie Batter, and those together were awesome, but Brownie Batter unfortunately did not return, but Hug in a Mug did. So I recommend that. All right, moving along. Y'all, I just love fall. I love everything about these fall scents. And every time I pick up a tester, I'm like, God, how could I choose 5 favorite scents? But I'm gonna do my best. Okay, our next one up in the bakery category is pumpkin roll. Pumpkin roll is creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded by yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. And that is what you get. This one, if you've ever had tried the pumpkin cinnamon swirl, which is another awesome scent. Pumpkin cinnamon swirl is pretty sweet, and this one is not as sweet. I believe like you get more of like the pumpkin pie instead of like a cinnamon roll in the other one. So if pumpkin cinnamon swirl was a little too sweet for you, try pumpkin roll. This one is a great performer. It lasts for me a good while. I have no complaints over this. My husband, every time I warm this, says the house smells amazing. So I know Scentsy's doing it right. So pumpkin roll. All right, the next one on our list is salted caramel coffee. The sweetest scent of salted caramel takes melted toffee and butterscotch to a new level of indulgence. And this one, I've never actually melted a bar of this, but this year I think I'm going to try every one in the catalog. This one doesn't smell like it's going to be super strong. If you've ever melted this one before, drop me a comment. Let me know if you think this one is a super strong performer. You definitely get a little bit of the caramel. It's not overpowering. It's a great balance of the caramel and the toffee, or the butterscotch. You do get that in there. It's a good one. So that is salted caramel toffee. 3 more to go. 3 more. That's it. Okay, this next one. 2 of these are great staples in the Scentsy catalog and great mixers with a lot of our fruit. I mean, anything. You mix sugar cookie with anything and it's gonna be good. If you think a scent is a little too pungent and you want to bring it down a little bit, I always recommend you throw in a cube of sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream, and that kind of like mellows the scent out a little bit. Could make it a little bakery. Sugar cookie, I don't prefer to melt this one on its own because I think it's a better mixer than on its own, because I like strong scents, and this one is, to me, it's not super strong. I want people to come up to my front door and be like, what is going on in that house? It smells so good. That's kind of how I like my scents. And sugar cookie just on its own didn't check that box for me. But sugar cookie mixed with things. Sugar cookie mixed with Squeeze the Day. Great. It's like a lemon cookie. Or what else have I got over here? Sugar cookie mixed with Johnny Appleseed. Another great combo. I like mixing this. If you're not I would say a big vanilla fan. This one's not heavy on the vanilla to me. It does have a little bit of vanilla in there, but it really is like a sugar cookie. So that's another one. The other great mixer that I really, really, really enjoy mixing with, which also sugar cookie and vanilla bean buttercream come in bricks. So you get a brick and you're set. Anything, if you put something in there and you say, gosh, that's so strong, if it's, I don't know, giving you like a headache because it's so strong, you can kind of put in a little bit of sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream, and that tends to kind of bring it down so it doesn't like slap you in the face like some of the scents can do. But I like those scents that slap you in the face. But vanilla bean, if you love vanilla bean buttercream is going to be your jam. I promise. You will love vanilla bean buttercream. This is just, it's so decadent, and I don't know. I think a lot of people, and it's funny because I think a lot of people are either team sugar cookie or they're team vanilla bean buttercream. So if I had to take a guess, like, tell me, are you team sugar cookie or team vanilla bean buttercream? I'm curious, let me know. All right, finally, we've made it to the end, and we are going to talk about vanilla waves. Vanilla waves is sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant infusion of opposites. You definitely get that. I'm kind of surprised they put this in the bakery. I thought this would, I don't know. It doesn't scream bakery to me at all. I was not a big fan of vanilla waves, but some people are. And like I said, I'm going to be very transparent. And if I don't like something, then I'll put that out there. Everybody's nose differs. So something I might like, you might not like, and vice versa. And that's what makes the world go round. And that is why we have hundreds of samples, because there's something for everyone in that catalog. I can promise you that. But vanilla waves, you kind of get that sea salt fresh. I don't know. This one kind of just confuses my nose because I want to be bakery, and then you get that sea salt mist and you're like, no, not really. But that's vanilla waves, and I dropped that on the floor too. I'm struggling over here with my stuff. Just bear with me, guys. Trying to get everything set up here in my office. I still have some work to do behind me. and get my desk set up. So in a nutshell, that is the bakery category for our fall and winter catalog. I'm super excited about this catalog. There's so much coming ahead. I can't wait to do some videos about our limited edition warmers that we have coming up. We have so many new surprises coming in the fall and winter. I know you're not gonna wanna miss out on those because I know I don't. If you have any questions, my link is below. You can find me on Facebook. If you are a customer of mine, please join my VIP page on Facebook. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love watching other consultants talk about scents, and I love hearing what their favorites are, and as I hope they like hearing what my favorites are. But until then, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, and enjoy your Scentsy cubes. Have a great night.